Hello, loves! If you are looking for some tips and or tricks to writing your Fulbright statements, you have come to a beautiful place. Okay, so first things first, your paper needs to be very specific. Like, you should not be able to substitute any other country into whatever it is that you're writing. You have to show them why you are the best person for that specific placement site and why that specific placement is best for you. That's number one. They need to see that strong, unbreakable connection. You also have to show a passionate connection to the place. So that kind of ties in with the first point, that you need to be very specific. So not only does it have to be country specific, but it also has to be specific to you. I feel like that's kind of maybe not life-changing advice just as yet, but it's really important, and I think something that people might not think about much when they're writing. So what do you choose to write on, or how do you choose where you should begin writing your statements? I recommend doing some soul searching or some journaling and write down 10 things that mean the most to you, or 10 things that you couldn't live without, or 10 things that have defined the trajectory of your life, and then begin to whittle down your composition from there. I think that's a really strong way to find a good starting point for your essay. I highly encourage you to work with someone that has a knack for identifying and pulling out stories within you that you might think are maybe average, or maybe that you wouldn't necessarily pick out as, this is the grand example of what I want to show to Fulbright about my capacity. You might not have any teaching experience, and you don't need any teaching experience for a Fulbright essay. And having teaching experience on your resume doesn't also guarantee that you will receive a Fulbright. It's all ultimately about whether or not this scholarship and this place is for you at this time. So, you know, I got to do my little plug in there about Fulbright not defining you, and this just kind of being really whatever is just in alignment with your path. Your personal statement is you. That's all about you painting your picture, painting your background, telling them your story, your history. This is the chance to show who you are, and then your statement of grant purpose is to show what you can do, or what you have done, and what you plan to do when you're there. Even though your personal statement is about you and your statement of grant purpose is maybe more so about what you'll do there, it's really helpful to think about these, instead of being two separate pieces, one huge story. So it's kind of just a continuation, and I say that to get you to think about the concept that you need to be building on what you've written. And so when you have a more connected narrative, it makes what you're presenting a little bit stronger for the judges. In addition to explaining why it is that this country, this placement is the best for you, and why you're the best for this placement, you need to also show them, tell them why you need Fulbright. What is it that you'll gain? What is it that you're hoping to learn? Share with them how Fulbright connects to your future aspirations, and why it's meaningful that you get this extra experience of living abroad. Why does cultural ambassadorship mean anything to you as far as your passions, interests, desires, what you want to do with life? So these are some really quick tips to maybe keep in mind as you're writing, and good luck.